The Oregon Ducks, a team that made it to the round of 32 last year. What a run Dana Altman has had in Eugene. Amazing. Never failed to win 20 games, and a team that brings back its top two scorers, which is no small feat in this day and age. Nate Bittle and Jackson Shelstad, both coming back. Both guys who got preseason all-conference mention, a good portal class as well. So a lot to be excited about in Eugene, as we are joined by the head coach of the Ducks, Dana Altman. And Coach, first of all, just, it was a year of transition for you, and so I'm interested from all of the coaches from the former Pac-12 schools coming to the Big Ten. What did you learn in year one about being in the Big Ten?
Our coaching staff, our players, our fans, a lot of new venues, a lot of new teams coming to Eugene. So I think, everyone enjoyed it. It was exciting to play so many different teams, and I think our players really enjoyed it. So it was great. Big Ten, a little more physical maybe than the Pac-12, but not that big a difference. Some teams, Michigan State beat us up a little bit, but
join the club.
Yeah. And so anyway, I thought it was great. And after 14 years in the Pac-10, Pac-12. It was an exciting time for all of us.
Well, you played exciting games. I mean, you guys had an incredible knack for pulling out close games. To what do you attribute that, and how do you carry it forward?
Well, it was we had a lot of one-possession games, not only in the Big Ten, but NCAA tournament and preseason or pre-conference season. So we had an experienced team, which helps. Jackson at the point guard helps, a guy that can go get his own shot. Keyshawn hit a lot of key shots for us, a fifth-year guy, so that age and having an old team helps. So we've got some experience back, which I think will help us in close games. But you look across college basketball, there's a lot of one-possession games, two-possession games, where you better get a defensive stop or you better hit a big shot, run a good possession late, to pull one out. But across college basketball, a lot of one-two possession games, and I think we had 12 of them last year, so we had quite a few.
I don't think people nationally understand what you've accomplished in your career. It's 780 wins. You're a Naismith Hall of Famer, 4 different conferences. You were Coach of the Year. Now the Big Ten, you got to add a fifth one there somehow there. But
no pressure.
And Dave asked Tom Izzo just before, why do you keep doing it? I know you love it. It's part of our lives. It's hard to get away from it. But what drives you right now?
Well, I appreciate that, Bruce, especially coming from you. We had a lot of battles back in the day.
Yes, we did. And some one-possession games.
A lot of one-possession games. But, no, I love coaching. I love going to the gym. Games are torture, but practice is a lot of fun. I enjoy being around the guys. My grandson Carter enjoys it, and so no, I love coaching. I always have. Been really fortunate. Been at really good schools, Kansas State, Creighton, and now at Oregon. I've been luckier than most. I've had really good staffs. Guys have stayed with me. Coach McKenna, 25 years. Coach Fish, 20. Stubbs back. Josh is back. I've been really fortunate to have guys stay with me, but it all goes back to players. And at Oregon, Creighton, we had really good players. We've had really, really good guys that want to compete, want to be part of a team, really unselfish. So in that respect, 37 years, been really fortunate.
Last year, I had your game. You guys were dying. I think you lost 4 or 5 in a row. And, then I thought you were going to retire, to be honest. But you always have a knack of getting to play well at the end of the year. Is there something magical, or is it just how it is? And you say players, you give credit to the players, but it's something about you and your staff.
Well, we ran into a real tough stretch there. We had 4 out of 5 on the road. At Michigan, at Michigan State, at UCLA. We lost our home game to Nebraska. Nate Bittle was banged up. And if you look at the analytics, when Nate was on the floor, we were really good, and sometimes when he was off, both offensively and defensively, we struggled. And he was banged up during that stretch. We didn't play well. But, you know, I think that's one thing about having an experienced staff that's been with you. They know that we can still pull it out because we have in previous years, so they don't give up on you. The players don't give up on you, you know, and you just keep sending the same message. And you hope something good happens, something that lights a fire. I think we won 8 or 9 there down the stretch and got things going again. But again, you got to have a staff that believes, and then you get the players to believe that, hey, we're still got a lot to play for. And again, it still goes back to players, but having a great staff that believes in what you're doing really helps.
You've got a couple players that everyone in the league, I think, recognizes how good they can be, and they're preseason all-conference guys. What's the next step for Nate and for Jackson to get even better?
Well, they've worked really hard in the off season, so that was the first step. You know, not taking last year and just assuming that it was going to happen again. They both had great off seasons, worked really hard. Nate's improved his body, extended his range a little bit. I think he'll be a little more consistent three-point shooter. Jackson is always in the gym. You know, he continues to work. We got to make some more shots for Jackson. I thought I did a poor job last year of creating opportunities for him, you know, getting guys to penetrate and kick to him and getting him some more opportunities. He's a really good catch and shoot three-point shooter. The year before, Jermaine Kusnar did a great job. And last year, I just didn't think we had enough penetration kicks for him, so we got to do a better job there. But those two guys have worked really hard in the offseason, have done a good job. KJ Evans has done a good job. We had 3 guys come back that didn't get to play a lot year. Dez was hurt, Sasha was hurt, Jamari Phillips, a freshman, didn't get to play much. We're depending on those 3 guys to make a big step. Added some pieces through the portal. So, you know, I like where we're at. We got to get Jackson healthy. He broke his hand and is going to be out for 6 weeks. It'll slow our development as a team, you know, not having him out there. I don't think it'll hurt Jackson much because he's in great shape, and I think he'll get back right away. But I think it'll hurt our team developing quickly because he'll have the ball in his hands a lot. He knows our system. He knows what to look for first, second, third looks. So I think it'll slow us down a little bit in that regard.
Head coach of the Ducks, Dane Altman. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Looking forward to see Oregon in action this year. Let's take a look at the schedule ahead for the Ducks. You see some of the non-conference battles, including that rivalry game with Oregon State November the 17th. Remember, the 2 plays, as always, is going to be the case here going forward, at least for the foreseeable future, are the other West Coast schools. So you see the games against USC, UCLA, and Washington. Those are all home and homes. They've got a game against Gonzaga as well, December 21st. So a lot of intriguing matchups for Oregon, Andy.
And the storyline here in the preseason, unfortunately, is the right hand of Jackson Shelstad. Joining us here on our desk along with Nate Bittle, Rafael Davis. Jackson, give us the update. What's the latest with that right hand?
Yeah, so, I mean, I've had this cast on for about a week. They gave me about a 4 to 6 week kind of thing where I'm going to have to just take things slowly, no contact. I'm doing as much as I can, though, still getting cardio in, ball handling, working on my left hand, all that kind of stuff. But right now I just got to be patient and let the hand heal.
Let me follow up on that. Obviously, you can't, as Coach was just saying, you can't do everything in terms of building that on-court chemistry while you're out during these practices. But now as a leader,
For sure.
upperclassman, what can you do in that aspect of your game to help this team come together?
Yeah, I mean, this is a great time for me to work on other things, and that's leadership. Being in the program for 3 years, we got a lot of new faces on our team, so you know, just using my voice and doing whatever I can to help the new guys. Coach Altman, you know, he's been having me lead like our dry offense at the start of practice, so I've been calling plays out, stuff like that, just getting more comfortable using my voice, being in the system for some years now, being the point guard of the team.
Nate, you, in my opinion, you were one of the better two-way players in the country on the offensive end and on the defensive end when it came to protecting the rim and the paint. You had a chance to dibble and dabble in the NBA draft and the workouts and all that. You decided to come back to Oregon. What went into that decision? Why'd you come back?
Yeah, I got a lot of good feedback of, what people want to see me improve on and stuff like that. So, I've been working on changing my body. That's a big thing, getting into the best shape that I can be in. I'm not going to be at my best when, I'm getting tired of not being able to go get some rebounds, block some shots and stuff like that. So definitely getting into shape. Offense is there. I can shoot the ball, play inside. But, I think it's getting those percentages even higher than what they were. Just continuing to put in work every single day. Before and after practice, shots, post-ups, being able to move my feet quickly, to be able to switch 1 through 5, in case I get switched on to, some of these quicker guards in the Big Ten. So, I got a lot of good feedback, and we're gonna go back, we were in the lab all summer, and, we're gonna keep working on those things and improve for this season.
Yeah, I'm excited. And then for you, Jackson, I know you're dealing with your hand injury right now, but when I go back to last season, when I look at you guys in conference play, conference wins, 17 points a game, 50% from the field, close to 50% from 3. You struggled in losses, obviously. What did you focus on and emphasize this summer to make sure that you're more consistent throughout the conference season this year?
Yeah, I mean, consistent's a big word. I just got to go out there and play aggressive and just be confident in my game. I feel like I began the season a little slow in a slump last season. Conference play came around, and I kind of found my groove a little bit. But I just got to go out this season and play confident and, just trust my game. I know my teammates trust me and trust my work, really.
Here's what I love about covering the two of you. You guys love the big moment. When the game's on the line, whether it's a big three-point shot, whether it's a block, something defensively, or calling for it down low, what is it about those moments, to start with you, Nate, that the two of you specifically thrive in?
Yeah, I think it's, a lot to do with, our teammates trusting us, especially, when we were at Wisconsin this last year, we got that inbounds where we hit Jackson. I've seen Jackson shoot that step back every day in practice, every day in workouts. So, I know he's made for those moments, whether it's in the paint or blocking a shot, I think, we just get set up in those right moments, right positions, right time to go make those plays. And I think, just the hours we put in, the work we put in translates, and we're able to make those plays.
For sure, I agree with everything Nate said. Our teammates trust us, and that's huge. And I think they see us putting the work in, so that's where that trust comes from. But I mean, like those deep threes I shoot at the end of games and stuff. That's just like a routine shot for me because I work on that all the time. So when I'm in that moment, I just trust myself and I kind of just black out. I don't really pay attention to the score or the crowd or anything. I'm just kind of there, and I just go and play my game, and that's why a lot of times I love those moments because I feel like I put that work in to get there.
All right, Duck fans, don't worry. That cast will be off soon. He will be making big-time shots and distributing for the Ducks this season.